It is time to review. It is time to review all the white beta cards. And as usual, I don't really waste much time. I just going over them. I can tell you what I think about them. And I can tell you if you should order any a little earlier than need be. Or if you should just wait for the set to come out. Jumping right into it. The first card in the beta for white is Gundam Aerial Bit on Form. It's mostly a vanilla. It's a level 4, 2 cost, 3 attack, 4 HP, and it links with Suletta. I think there's a good card to have. It comes in the starter deck, so if you buy an STO1, you don't need to buy any of these. But the reason I think these are good cards to have is because they link with like some of the star pilots that we call them the star pilots, and every one of them has a vanilla like this. So for example, remember 4 level, 2 cost, 3 attack, 4 HP. Links to Suletta. Amuro has his version. 4, 2, 3, 4 links with Amuro. Which means Suletta's a good pilot. We go over her later. Amuro's a good pilot. They got another one. Now let me look at Kira. Kira's Strike Gundam. Level 4, cost 2. But he got less stats. He got 3 attack and 3 HP. But he gets an effect for that. You play Strike Gundam, you draw 1, you trash 1. So they thought that that was worth 1 HP in comparison to the others. But I think also why they did this is because if you do link with Kira, when Kira attacks, he lowers the AP of the enemy by 2 or 3. I can't remember right now. So like maybe that's to balance out Kira a little bit, giving him less HP. And then they decide to give it an ability because. And then the one that gets shaft is Hero. His is a level 5, cost 2. Same 7 stats, but he got 4 attack and 3 HP instead. Instead of like 3 HP, 3 attack and 4 HP. I think the only reason they made this level 5 is because as a link pair, Hero does give extra stats and green can ramp. So when a deck would be going to level 4, green would technically be going to level 5 if you had a ramp card. But I still feel like they could leave it as a level 4 cost 2. But I'm not a game balancer. And this video isn't even about these cards. I just want to show you a comparison between the colors and the main stars. That all them got a vanilla like this. So back to Gundam Aerial. I think there's an auto include at 4 if you plan to play Academy. Like anything with the Trade Academy and you plan to play Suletta. Just to give Suletta a decent link, I would run this. There's a good card. If you buy the starter decks, you don't need to buy it early. You good to go. Moving on. Demi Trainer. One of my favorite cards. Level 1, cost 1, 1 attack, 1 HP, but is a blocker. I went over this in my when I went over the starter deck one, the full review for starter deck one. I love this card. Love this card. Like, I just think it's so flexible for 1 cost. Could play on turn 1, could play on turn 7, it can still help you. Yes, it could get destroyed easy by some effects, but it can, as I said before, is a blocker, so you could always twist it to block an attack and deal 1 damage to something. Or late game, 1 attack is all you need to damage a shield. So this could become the card that wins you the game by swinging. I love this. If I had to rate it, I would give it like 8 out of 10, honestly. I just love it. I think all the colors got one of these, like a 1-1-1-1 blocker. I think that everyone should include some of these in their deck building. I'm jumping back. I get at 8. I would give this like a 6 or 7. It's mostly a vanilla. Probably a 6, right? But coming starter deck. Demi Trainers coming starter deck. You good to go? Suletta Mercury. We get this out the way early. Level 4 pilot, cost 1. 1 attack, 2 HP. I am fond of getting more HP than attack normally in this game, but that's a personal preference. Anyways, Suletta. On anything she pairs with, when you attack once per turn, she can restand a resource. It isn't ramping, but it's give you 1 more resource to play a turn. And you can't like, it doesn't allow you to play a 5 cost with 4 resources. but it's allowed you to play a 4 cost and then a 1 cost if she gets to attack that turn. Soletta's a great pilot, top 3 right now in the beta and the reveal cards. She up there with Amuro and Kira, and we can talk about Kira in this because Kira also is a white pilot. I love Soletta. Love her as a card. I think there's a good card to create like combo plays and such. And Soletta is probably why I plan to buy STO1 over STO2. I like Gundam Wing much more. And actually, Mercury has been my least favorite Gundam series I watch. But in this card game, I love Witch from Mercury cards right now. I like where they're going with it, and it's probably what I'm going to main at the start of the game. Moving on. All art for Soletta. This captures Soletta's spirit. I don't quite like the art style. Like, it looks nice, but it's not my cup of tea. But it's captured the spirit of Soletta if you watch the anime. And for that, I like it. It's just an all art. You know if you want it. It's probably expensive. Let us move on. Another STO1 card, the base. I can't really call this. The School of Technology Earth House. A level 2 costs 1 base. It gives 5 HP. And what you can do is activate me and rest this base. All friendly link units get AP plus 1 during this turn. I don't think this is a good base, because it only boosts link units. But if you did have, for some reason, 5 link units, this just give you 5 AP. What I think they should have done was being all friendly paired units, but I think that would make it too strong. So I get why it's there. Like, still a good card. Like, it's like a 5 or 6, probably a 5 out of 10. Like, you will play, but it's not the best base to play, because the value you can receive depends on your board state, and it's not a board state that easy to achieve right now, especially if you was playing like Academy. But maybe, actually, if links become more commonplace, this card will skyrocket in value. But for like, so far how the games I played, that's not a common thing, so I don't think this base that strong yet. But instead of a 5 out of 6, I would give it instead of a 5 out of 10, I would get like a 6 out of 10. Right, so that has come in the starter that too. This has come in the starter that. So you don't need to buy this if you buy the starter that. And if you're not buying this, if you wasn't buying the starter that, and you plan to splash in white, I would tell anyone to order 4 Solettas. Like, if you don't plan to buy STO1, but you plan to do a white splash, like put white in one of your decks, I would order 4 Solettas early. Soletta's a good card, a good pilot to have, especially in white. Next up, Ale Strike Gundam. The star from Gundam Destiny, Gundam Seed. It is a level 5, costs 4, 4 attack, 4 HP, links with Kira. By itself is automatically a blocker, is a 5/4, a 4 cost blocker with 4 HP, 4 attack. That is actually quite decent. And it also has a when paired effect. When paired with a level 4 or higher pilot, which Kira is, choose one enemy unit with 4 or less HP, return it to the owner's hand. So as long as they got 4 or less HP, don't matter what level, as long as they got 4 or less HP, this could bounce a card back to hand. And in this game, bouncing it's strong, but it also dangerous sometimes. But when you pair all of this together, this is an amazing card. Like, and Zakuto amazing, but it real close to Zakuto amazing. So like, for 4 costs, you're getting so much that I gotta get this like a 9 out of 10. And because I know how strong Kira is as a pilot, this becomes even better. And then there's a base that synergizes with this. Does make it even better. Like, when you add all the pieces to this together, there's like a 10 out of 10 card. Like, but because there's so many pieces, I gotta give it like a 9 out of 10. But this is a crazy card. It comes in STO4. I don't know if to tell you to buy it if you're not playing Kira and them, but like, if your strategy will revolve around blockers and you playing white, I would pick up some of these, If you could pick them up before the starter decks come out, and you know you want to play in a different deck, I would go ahead. This is a very good card to pick up. I don't know how much the cost, but so you would have to see if the cost worth it to you. But a very good card. Very good card. Moving on. This is the alt art. I like the concept for the art. I don't quite like the art, but it's a nice looking card. I like the concept of it though. I like where they're going with it. It's kind of amazing. Like, it looks nice. I don't like it. I can't say why. Maybe it's the pose, the angle, but the concept is really good. I love this as an alt art. Strike Gundam. I guess I already went through this a little bit, so I'm going to play along. Is links with Kira, 3 attack, 3 HP. Is a level 4, cost 2. If you are playing the Earth Alliance and you're playing Seed and you're playing Kira, get some of these as coming starter deck so you don't have to worry to pick them up separately. You good to go. Let me just double check something here with not Ariel. With Strike. Does that come in the starter deck? Yeah. Right. So Strike Gundam pairs with Kira. I went over it before. Don't need to spend too long on that. Next, Strike Dagger. 2 costs, level 2, 3 attack, 2 HP. Could play it once, you got 2 resources. Vanilla. It's alright. I would give it like a 5 out of 10. It's just a vanilla. You're playing it, like, it has no link, so you just play it to make up space for now. I don't think the 2-2 vanillas that good. 2-1 vanillas like GM good, but this one, I don't think it that good, so it's like a 5 out of 10. Kira, finally at Kira. Probably the most insane pilot. Like, I can't quite choose between him, Amuro, and Soletta, but I would say Kira ahead by a little bit. Level 4, cost 1, gives 2 attack and 1 HP. Here's the thing. Once Kira is paired, it doesn't matter what he paired with, it does not need to be linked. Every time he attacks, he gives an enemy unit -2 attack power. So if they only had 2 attack power and Kira swings, they will get 0 and he will take no damage. Like, when it comes to controlling the field, Kira is the best pilot to have. The best pilot to have. Like, you could just clear field and you're good to go. The thing is though, when they attack you, you don't get that -2 AP onto them. But as an aggressive and like a controlling pilot, like to control the field, Kira is amazing. And I think that's all I need to say about him. I already do the full reveal for STO4, so you could go and look at that if you want more thoughts. But Kira is amazing. Bottom line. Hawk of Endymion, which is what they used to call Mulaflaga in the show. And this is a command / pilot. As a pilot is Mulaflaga. +1 attack, +0 HP. These command pilots are pretty bad, except for Cratra, I would say. But as a command card, it can activate during the main phase or the action phase. Choose one enemy unit with 3 or less HP, return it to the owner's hand. Because this can activate during the action phase, this could save your life, and it's pretty cheap. So, while I think bouncing back to hand risky, I still gotta rate this pretty high. I'm pretty sure I rate it pretty high in the STO4 full set list review. But there's like a 7 out of 10 card. Like, it could go up. Mulaflaga as a pilot, alright. I can't remember what his main mobile suit does. Or I think he's using mobile armor. They call it in the picture, but we can go and look at it soon. But this card is a command / pilot. I give it like a 7 out of 10. Archangel. This is the base I was talking about that's made Il Strike Gundam like a 10 out of 10. It's a level 3 base, so you can't play too early, but I don't think that matters by the time you put down base. It only costs 1. Has 5 HP. Activate main once per turn. For 2 resources, choose one friendly unit with blocker and set it as active. It can't attack during this turn. This means your Il Strike Gundam can attack. Then you play this. Restand the ill strike Gundam, and it is now ready to block when your opponent attacks into you on their turn. This is crazy. I know it costs 2 resources, but I found as you get later into the game, some decks that I played has always got like extra resources that you can't get used up. This does help you. Use up extra resources for a good cause. You get to swing with your blocker and restand it. I just actually do this for the One Piece people. I just play carrot. So if I got Pedro, the blocker, and the stage, I could swing with my Pedro and use the stage to restand my Pedro, and you can still be a blocker when it's my opponent's turn. This is the same concept, and it does make the ill strike extremely good. And like any blocker, you could swing with any blocker. You could swing with Demi Trainer, do 1 damage, pay 2, restand Demi Trainer. And it's not only for ill strike. Really good base. Like I don't like it, but I knew if I were playing like a blocker heavy strategy or I was playing the ill strike, this base is an auto include. It's coming in the star deck, so if you buy in the star deck, you should be covered. Next, Perfect Strike Gundam. It is a level 5 cost 3, a 4/4 blocker, which in it is 1 cost less but 1 level higher than ill strike. Need to check that. Ill strike is the same 5/4, but so what is Mate Strike Gundam? Perfect Strike Gundam then is 1 cost less than ill strike. Interesting. And can link with any Earth Alliance. So this can also link with Kira. Perfect Strike is just a weaker ill strike, it looks like. Yeah. But I think I like it. Choose 1 enemy unit with 1 HP, return it to the owner's hand. That's the on deploy. Which is a much weaker version to ill strike. But it's happened every time you deploy. Whereas ill strike, sorry for jumping the boat like this. Ill strike is when you pair it with a level 4 or higher pilot. Bouncing a 1 HP may not be that good unless you bounce like a Demi Trainer. Then it good because you're bouncing one of the best cards in the game. But you get the same block effect for 3, and the link is any Earth Alliance. So you don't need Kira specifically. And white base. Archangel can withstand this. Like Perfect Strike is actually I actually rate this pretty high. Like if you play the Earth Alliance, you playing Gundam Seed, you play this, you play ill strike, like the blocker synergy looking good, and you can swing with some, you can restand 1. Like I have no complaints about this. I get like ill strike a 9. This is like a 8. Here's an 8. It's just a mini ill strike, a little cheaper. Could still link with Kira and link with other stuff too. There's a pretty good card. 8 out of 10. Gundam Aerial. Level 5 cost 3. For these stats, this would have to have an insane effect. And spoiler, it doesn't. And being able to link with Suletta does not make it any better. But we haven't seen a way to make this valuable yet, but let me read the effect. When there are 4 or more command cards in your trash, this card in your hand gets -2 cost. So this is a 1 cost. But having a minus cost to 1 does not help when you still need to be at level 5. And then Suletta makes this a 4/5. Also don't help in the late game when you want to destroy your base in 1 attack. Like if it used to reduce the level, then again, that ain't gonna help either. Like, I don't think reducing the cost of this does help you in any way, shape, or form. Like, this is a bad card, even with a link of Suletta. Like, I would get this like a 4 out of 10. Maybe it gets way better in the future. Like, I haven't seen what you can do with command cards to get 4 in your trash. Maybe it gets better in the future, but for now, there's like a 4 out of 10, and that's sad to say because I kind of like where STO1 was taking the Academy people and Aerial, but I don't like this one. But this comes in GDO1. I don't even recommend ordering this early. Like, wait till the set come out and get a couple for cheaper if possible. The all art though, the card terrible. The art is amazing. I would love to own this. This is an amazing art. Like all the like this and the Wing Zero, the Wing Gundam. I keep calling it Wing Zero. Two best all arts I see so far. Like amazing all art. Terrible card. I wish the era that I planned to play had this. But then again, I just wish I owned this card. Don't matter if it's a bad card or not. This is amazing art. I don't like Witch from Mercury, as I said at the beginning of the video. But amazing card. Launcher Strike Gundam can also link with any Earth Alliance. Also a blocker. Also works with Archangel. Level 4, so it know a 1 level lower than the other two. Then perfect strike and ill. Cost 3. 3 attack, 4 HP. Blocker, not extra effect. Good card. 8 out of 10 as well. Like, I think blockers are going to be really good. This cheap but still strong. This could destroy most things it hits when it blocks and maybe live. Like, Earth Alliance looking extremely strong. And like, if you're going to do a 2-color deck, if you play all these Strike Gundams, all these Seed Gundams, and Kira, you already got a good white half for your deck that good to go. Like, this looking real strong. But you would have to order this early. This comes in GDO1. So let me see you buy 2 Star decks, 2 STO4s, and you want to put this in. You need to order this. You will order this as a single no. Hopefully it's cheap to add to your starter decks when these starter decks come out. Because remember, these starter decks are coming out, I think, 3 weeks before the first set. The beta cards should be legal. So if you want to spice up your 2 starter decks, I would order some of these. Especially if you know you're going to be playing Kira and the Earth Alliance set. Next card. Dari Blade. Level 3 cost 2. 4 attack, 2 HP. Can link with anything from Academy. Soletta and friends. On deploy, choose one enemy with 1 HP. Return it to the owner's hand. While this is cheap, it is very, very vulnerable. 2 HP is bad. Thankfully, Soletta commit this to 4 HP. But this is not amazing to me. Like, bouncing a 1 HP, even though it could bounce the best card in the game, Demi Trainer, I don't think this is that good a card. It can be good in the beginning, so you should play. I think I ordered some of these to spice up my deck. But I could see this card getting replaced early into the meta as you get better cards to play, or even later as we get more sets and more cards. I could see this getting replaced quite easily. Mostly because it's fragile. If I had to rate this, I would give it a 5 out of 10. It alright. And if you plan to play Academy and you could get this ordered for cheap, I would just pick up a couple just to spice up your starter deck. But other than that, just a 5 out of 10. It too basic. Next is Michaelis. Also an Academy Gundam. Level 3 cost 2. When there are 4 or more command cards in your trash, this unit gets AP plus 1 and HP plus 1. Level 3 cost 2, 3. Terrible effect. Like, I don't know how we can get 4 commands in our trash if we want to play this early. Like, we haven't seen this style gameplay got fleshed out as yet, even with all the leaks and reveals. So right now I gotta get this card like a... It's still a level 3 cost 2, 3. I will give it a... It could become a 4/4 if you had 4 command cards. But when you... For any time you could play this, it is highly unlikely you got 4 command cards in your trash. So like... And late game you could play other things other than this. So... For right now we get this like a 4 out of 10. It has the possibility to go if we see something that could get command cards in the trash easy. But for right now, like a 4 out of 10. Maybe even a 3. I don't like this card at all. Oh, this also comes from GDO1. I don't think it's worth ordering early. Strike Gundam. Level 4 cost 2, 3, 4. Oh wait. I remember I showed this. I showed the wrong one. There's another Strike Gundam. Oh, wow. This is the one that matches this. Level 4 costs 2. 3 attack, 4 HP. Links with Kira. This is the one I was talking about in the beginning when I was talking about the Gundam Aerial and how everybody got one. I mistook it for this. Which when you compare the two of these, one gets a draw 1, discard 1 for losing HP, and this just gets the HP. Both linked with Kira. This is like a 7 in the early days. A 7 out of 10. Comes in GDO 1 if you know you're playing Kira and you playing the Seed. I will order 4 of these as well. Order them early. This one is coming starter deck. This one I will order early and have it there ready to put in my deck. Just to give Kira more targets to link with. Pretty decent card. Next. M1 Astrea. This is from, I remember this in Seed as well. Another blocker, a 2-2-2-2. When you have another triple ship alliance unit in play, so you got 2 of these in play. This unit gets AP +1 and blocker. 2-2-2-2. You need another triple ship alliance unit in play. Not that good. Because every see you had 2 of these on board, only one could become a blocker, then the other one loses the ability. Like a 5 out of 10. Has no link. Yeah, 5 out of 10. I get what they're doing with it. It's not bad. Be better if these was a bunch of 1 costs, but it's not bad. It just average. Moving on. Guel Jituk. I can't remember how he's called this. Guel Leva. He is a pilot, but I think people call him the worst pilot right now. He's a level 3, costs 1. Not too expensive. He gives 1 attack at 1 HP. His ability is activate main once per turn. If your opponent has 8 or more cards in their hand, set this unit as active. It can't attack during this turn. So what he's supposed to do, I guess, is after you attack, you activate this ability, and you get to restand your character so it can't get swung into. That ain't really that big all the time. It could be handy, but for the opponent to have 8 cards in hand to do this is a lot. Like, I find in this game you get your hand played out pretty low, pretty often. Very rarely do you have 8 cards in hand. So like, as a pilot, he really isn't good. Like, he's like a tree. Like, I would not play this. I don't even know what he's linked with, but I would not play him right now. Like, he ain't that good. Like, 3 out of 10 for now. I don't know if this can ever change, but he's like a 3 or even a 2 out of 10. He's pretty bad. Moving on. The command card. One of the command cards to get 4 command cards to help play aerial and those. Like, this is a very expensive command card. It is a level 5 and it costs 2. Let's see. If you get it out your shields, it activate this card's main. The Witch and the Bride. During main or during your action step, choose one enemy unit with 5 or less HP. Return it to the owner's hand. Because this can activate during the action step, this is actually quite strong. And if it comes out your life, just as strong. Now, I got mixed feelings about bouncing cards. But being able to bounce a card, like say your opponent attack with 1 card, being able to bounce the next card they wanted to attack with, even though it costs 2, is worthwhile. Like, that could save you a full hit on your shields. And you could play after the opponent done burn all their resources. If they don't sequence their main phase properly, this is actually a pretty good card. Like, this is like a 7 out of 10. A little expensive. But this is like a 7 or 8 out of 10 as this is a pretty strong command card. I can't say no. Like, I like it. And if you could, I would order a few of these. If you plan to play the Academy. Not even if you plan to play away, I would order a few of these early if they're cheap and you could afford them. I would get a couple of these command cards. I could see them playing in some decks after a bit. Or for a bit. Overflowing Affection. The other command card. This is actually a pretty good one as well. I think it's quite expensive right now as a beta card though. Because it's a level 2, cost 1, draw 2, discard 1. It's a +1 in hand. Like, well, not a +1, but you get you 2 cards. Like, the other card in blue is a level 3, cost 2, I think. Let me double check that because I'm here thinking about it now. Search for blue. It's a command card. This. I show resolve. Draw 2. So it's a +1 in hand. Is a level 4, cost 3 to draw 2. This is a level 2, cost 1, and it's basically draw 1. You draw 2 cards and you discard 1. The cost is why this is so good. This is quite level 4 is late. 3 costs is a lot. Even in the late game, like in the late game, let me say you at 7 or more resources. This is not a bad card to have. This could give you plays. This could be played from turn 1 if you are the second turn player. If you are going second, this could be played like. I think this is much better than this. Like, there's a great command card. There's like an 8 out of 10. It doesn't have a burst though, but neither does the other one. There's like an 8 out of 10. Draw 2, discard 1, filter your deck. Is way expensive. Like, when I say expensive, this is quite an expensive card to grab now. So I would actually wait on GDO1 to come out unless you got the money. But this can be in most white decks or most decks that got white. I expect to see this get played. This not so much. But 8 out of 10. Like, if you want, grab them early to put in your starter decks. And go ahead. But it's amazing card. Amazing card. Let's see what the next card is. Or are we finished? Overflowing Affection. This is the all art. I personally don't like it. It looked nice though, so I can't take that from it. It looked nice, but it's not my style. And then, ooh, another white command card. Level 2, cost 1, Naval Bombardment. If it comes out your shields as a burst, choose one enemy unit, it gets -3 AP this turn. Pretty good. If you play it during your action step, it's not a main phase. During your action step, choose one friendly unit with blocker, it gets +3 AP during this turn. This is a decent card. Like a 6. Like a 6 out of 10. It has plays. It's not the best. But it has some plays you could do. I can see them. Like, you could swing in with your blocker. Give it +3. Destroy something. Or, when they attack you, and they think they won't die because your blocker only has 4 attack and they got 7 HP, you can play this in the action step. Boost your blocker to 7 attack. And both y'all will die. Like, it has plays. This is not a card to write off. I'm giving it a 6. But I don't think anyone should write it off. If you are going heavy into Gundam Seed, like the key randos, I would order these early if they're cheap. I would get these early to upgrade my starter deck before the main set comes out. And is that the last card now? And that was the last card. We are back at Ariel. Like, I think this, for the white, I am going to be building an academy deck first, I think. Like, mostly white and blue. I don't even know what else to say. Like, there's the end of this one. There's all the beta cards I finally went through. I get them a rating. Let me know in the comments if you like the videos. I know I gotta start thinking about the other videos I want to make for Gundam. And until next time, I catch you later.